Hello and welcome back to another very special episode of Cooking with Sonny. Alright Keegan, here you go man. Here's your broccoli. Today I'm going to show you how to make the best roasted broccoli recipe. Check it out. So our first step here is going to be just to take off the stalk. Set that aside. I like to just keep trimming my way around, taking off these little florets as I go. Alright, you get to the top, you can take that whole piece and just break it up a little bit. Next one. Into a bowl with this. So back to these stalks. Like, this is one of the best pieces of the broccoli. It would be such a shame to waste this. So let me show you how I prepare it. Just take bottom off. You could use a peeler here, but I think this is a great time to work on your knife skills, right? Just work your way around. We're just trying to peel off the outer layer, which is woody and fibrous, and expose the sort of heart of the broccoli, I would call it, right? That's all good eating right there. Also, these other pieces up top, you can do the same thing with that, right? Just peel a little bit down. Got another couple good bites. So with these, what I like to do is just in half and just cut them into nice bite-sized pieces. Just in circles. And just go ahead and add those to the rest of your broccoli. So roasting broccoli is actually very easy, but you want to build these layers of seasoning throughout. So it's going to get one layer of seasoning through the salty blanching water. It's going to get another little bit of seasoning before it goes in the oven, and then it's going to get some finishing salt when it comes out. By building these layers of seasoning, we're going to end up with something that is really the perfect bite. So we're going to go ahead and season our blanching water here. I wanted to show myself pouring the salt in here to give you guys a sense, this is kosher salt, of how salty you want it to be, right? This is a very big pot of water. Take a little more. So that was a lot of salt, right? And another very easy way to tell is just to taste the water. It tastes like the ocean, right? And this is what we're looking for. So I'm gonna add like half of this broccoli. When you're blanching green vegetables, you always wanna maintain the boil with the water, which can be difficult. It really depends how strong your burner is. My burners aren't that strong, so really it doesn't matter how much I put in, it's gonna stop the boil. But you wanna go with the lesser amounts, right? Let's go ahead and drop some in. It's just half. And you're gonna see immediately this bright green color coming out, right? So what's going on? All green vegetables have a layer of gas on the very outer edge of the membrane. And so when you blanch them, you release that layer of gas and you're bringing out the pigment that was always underneath. So at the same time, we're softening these up, we're seasoning them, and we're bringing out the color. This is getting them ready for the next step in roasting. Okay, these have been going for 4 or 5 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and get them out. I'm gonna put them into a strainer. Other half going in. Okay, second batch coming out. Make sure you get the stalk of it. They tend to fall to the bottom, see that? So I just let this strain and kind of steam out and dry out for about 3 or 4 minutes. Now we're going to continue to the next step. Is anybody out there a big fan of broccoli? I know, kids. I know. I didn't like it when I was a kid either. But do you know who loves it? That's right. You gonna go take it somewhere? Okay. See you, buddy. Next step, just a tiny bit of cooking oil going on these. Another little bit of kosher salt going down. This is that second layer of seasoning I was talking about. Just to give them a good little toss. We put that oil on just a little bit so that when they go in the oven, the side that is exposed to the dry air and not on the bottom of the pan isn't going to dry out too much. So I've got an oven on 400 degrees right here. I'm so lucky, guys. For those of you that don't know, I do private cooking up in Aspen, and one of my clients donated all this all-clad cookware to me, and that was just such a nice thing. I'm going to be featuring this a lot because it makes the most insane roasted vegetables, meats, everything, man. It's just the quality of the metal is what it's all about. So I've had this in a 400 degree oven for about 15 minutes, right? You want it to be really hot. Put in some canola oil. Just a high flash point oil. You could use avocado or something else. We're going to get this back into the oven to heat up. Okay, so that oil has been heating up for 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to go ahead and put our broccoli down. Careful when you do that. Straight back in. Right, so now the broccoli is roasting in the oven. We're going to need to get in there a few times and turn it as we go. For the most part, like, we're always going to get into our oven and work with what's roasting in there. Unless we're slow cooking or braising meats or something like that, we definitely need to keep an eye on it. Okay, so these have been roasting for about 12 minutes. We're going to give them that first turn. The smell already is just awesome. You just want to you want to get a new side hitting the bottom of the pan, right? We're going for a nice color all around. Back in. That's another 12 minutes. Let's check them out. It has begun. So take your time and, flip the ones that need to be flipped. Oh, these smell so good. So that's been about 35 minutes total, guys. This is what you're looking for. Not completely charred, so you still have that bright green, but then you have these beautiful golden brown, crunchy pieces. That's roasted broccoli at its best. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up. Nice big spoon. I'm gonna put some of those stalks here in the foreground. Honestly, guys, I'm more excited to try the stalks than I am the actual vegetable. Now these big, beautiful pieces go back here. And there you have it. The best roasted broccoli recipe I think you might ever try. Something about this is just so exciting for me. I know how good it is. I need you guys to try this one. Amazing. Let's give it a taste. Time out, dude. Ollie, you tell the world what you did. Tell them.
Ollie.
You're getting a timeout. That's right.
Are you barking?
Timeout. Yeah, he's been...
Oh dear.
Are you ready to come out? Did you learn your lesson? I'm very sorry you had to see that, but my dog, he needs timeouts. He needs them, and it's really, really helping with the barking. It works like a charm. So let's get back to this. You see you have this incredible, crunch. It is the perfect bite. I think if you have kids and they don't like broccoli, make it like this for them once. I serve broccoli to kids in Aspen like this all the time. They go crazy for it. Well, that is it for today, my friends. I hope you learned something today. I hope you got some value out of this video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and leave me a thumbs up. Also, if you want to leave comments, that's so helpful to my channel. And I will see you next time.